Welcome to some Dragon Age Inquisition. I've been playing this game for a few hours now. I've made some levels into it. It's become quite a difficult game. I've played this series from the beginning. I have not finished every game. I think I was at the last fight on the first one before I lost my saves. Origins was fairly limited in play because I wanted to do some other things in the first one without losing my save. But I continued to play. The second game, I got limited playtime in. It wasn't the best game to me, but it wasn't the worst game either. And then this game came out a few years back, and I wanted to play it. I just never had. And now I've got the chance to play it. It was on the market recently, extremely cheap. So I spent the little bit of change that has been building up from other purchases over the last year or so, and purchased the game of the year. About $10, I think, is what it was on its little deal there. So the first game, extremely slow. I had hundreds of hours in with each character that I played as. Now this game seems to be the faster paced of them, which I think is quite awesome. I played worse. I played better. There's a lot to this game. I'm on the we'll call it the first map, but really it's the second map of the game. There's some things that have been extremely hard on the discovery in this game. One is that logging stands. Logging stands are something that should have been a little easier to figure out. I found 2 out of 3 of them. I don't know. I was having problems with saves, so if you caught any, and I don't think anybody caught any of this video, but if you caught any of my streams for this game, this is the second one. The first one I recently deleted because it didn't have any information in it. It actually locked up. The game wouldn't load. So I had to I lost some game time and stuff on this because it looks like I had a bad save. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give us about an hour of playtime here. I still haven't figured out the use for the influence yet, but it helps out later. I know it does, obviously. Thankfully that fight was near a camp. Potions, I don't understand the limitation on the potions yet, but there's limitations on potions. Search feature is kind of nice. I'd rather things be highlighted and just pop right up, but at the same time, it makes you still search your map and find where things are. so it's not a complete loss. Combats come up fairly random for any lacking term on it. The respawns, I don't even know the best way to describe the way that things respawn in this game. You'll walk through somewhere one moment and there won't be anything. You'll go around and if you're reviewing where you're at in the map, suddenly things show right back up. Or if you killed something, it ends up coming right back. But there's also little war zones and stuff that appear to be that way. Lots of hunting and crafting that go on. Now, there's a bear cave behind here they keep spawning out of. I thought it's where they kept coming from, I think. Yeah. It's a spawn point for them anyway. Okay. So these little explosion-looking things on the map, those are where you go to complete or go to another quest. Now, before I go to that, I don't like that combat mode that just popped up. The rifts have gotten too hard. Somewhere right here is where I need to go. So I'm going to follow it to the right. Now, one thing I can say is that I have learned fairly quick in this. I don't know why this became one of the better players. The crossbow and stuff for running around the world, it kind of ended up needed. Somewhere on this map, right in this general vicinity, can't say it right anyway, is the next hardest thing to find. It's the logging, logging stand. I haven't found it yet. It's kind of where I left off. Hey, I just found it. Luck of the draw. Lots of hunting and gathering. Okay, so I got the logging stand. Again, random fights out of nowhere, just because wherever I'm at, it says Templars and Mages are fighting together. combat can be a little slow. The way the combat system works,
to have you present on our journey,
it's a good action thing, but it's kind of slow. I mean, that's all I can say to
Manners, perhaps.
Reminds me of
have not held you back on other occasions.
some of the older games I
say what
used
I believe
to play.
To be true, even if it gives offense to those who prefer the lie. But there is no lie in what you are. Your position is an honorable one, and well earned.
The gameplay that it reminds me of is Two Swords or the old Oblivion game. A lot of these that were quite different. Here we're gonna do a little fast travel here. Actually, I'm gonna go here first because it looks like that's right where there's a location to go fight things. Finish a quest.
Did you hear the news?
So of course, the first thing you do walking into any of this is go through and find out if there's better weapons. I still need to gain levels. I'm like level 6 and everything's saying need level 11. Getting to know your characters, what they use, comes in really handy later on. For some reason, Varric can't equip a lot of these weapons, which I think is bogus. The controls get a little odd playing through because certain things only work certain ways. Okay, so from looking at things, I'm starting to have to get my levels up fairly quick. Everything says that I need to be of higher levels. But isn't that game for you? Alright, bear with me just a moment here. Alright, now, something I wish there was in here that there isn't, and what I'm going through is there is not a fast way to equip everybody. Which is kind of a bummer because at a lot of points it'd be nice to equip things. It's just a pain. So you end up with a whole bunch of stuff, and you go in here and you can only carry 60 items. I don't have 60 items in here. Basically, I'm going to go through. I'm going to sell all of my. Oops. Sell all of my commons. So this is where the items add up. And I've been collecting these things like crazy. But I found, looking at a bunch of this stuff, I found that they're needed later on. And these are things I've saved for whatever purpose. So it gives me a few spots back. Now, I clear that little bit. I've equipped everybody. I go back to my map. I'm headed up to here. So we're going to go see what it'll let me do, because that's all there is to do in this particular spot. Tells me to follow this path around, and there's something going on. And if I remember right, this is a rift I have a problem with. It won't let me close it. Yeah, I've fought through this rift quite a few times. And I don't mind that it gives me this experience and stuff. But this is where it stops. Well, I've gotten 2 rounds out of it before. Whether it gives me the 3rd round, we'll see. It's letting me get it. It finally closed it. That's like the 5th time I've done that one. Honestly, I thought it was bugged. Okay. Bandits were next on the list. Now, I know there's another thing here. It's the weapons. Weapons, skill trees. There's things I like about it, things I don't. Now, I know it's not the best setup for all that, but it's better than nothing. Get myself some loot. It'll end up being some crafting materials. Hey, a rampage ring. Don't know what good it is for me yet, but I've also noticed there is no storage that I have found yet to store my stuff away in between things. And this blank circle map down there that just tells me what directions for a compass, not very helpful.
Bandits ahead!
But I do like when a combat goes quick like that.
I doubt that's the last of them.
So it looks like that cleared half of a quest. That's kind of cool. Now next, follow this little hidden path somehow
According to my
to
research,
get
the ancient
around
elves
here.
may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
This is a non-quest so far.
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Miris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead. Thank you for joining me.
Alright.
I do not think I could have done this alone.
There's a cave I'll come back to in a moment.
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venen. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the Veil on my journey. I know more of magic and the Veil than any Shemlin, so I hope to help.
Maharal, Dalen.
We should keep moving.
Okay, so I'm not going to this cave yet. I am, however, going to look at it on the map and know that it's just south of me. I'm going to go get myself another camp so I can fast travel across the map. But, bandits. Kill some more bandits. Now, I think this just tends to end up being somewhere that I gotta clear out a whole bunch of bandits all over the place. another map exit. That's kind of cool, because that means I can go elsewhere. If I don't keep running right into it like an idiot. Alright, so that's some bandits taken down there. More bandits.
Some set up camp or keep moving.
Now, before I go in and create the camp here, picking up these items, because I have found you lose them if the camp covers over some of these, because as a bunch of them are placed into spots for everything. As soon as I come up over here, when I claim the camp, a lot of these things end up no longer in their space. Also, you have to read these all the way down to the bottom, whether you read them or not. It is helpful to read them, because they actually give you quest information, but just not doing it right now. So now I've cleared pretty much everything out of here. I can set up camp. I don't know what Velveteen is in the game yet to do anything further with that. And until then,
Nothing to report, sir.
Nothing to report. I find quite often you end up having to go back and forth in this. So, and this is what's unlocked up here from whatever I just read. This is my next destination. So I'm headed this way. And you can get totally caught up grabbing all these little items everywhere as much as you need them for things. That's the one downfall I find in this game, is that you're constantly going out of your way, starting new whatever. Oops. And not everything's breakable. More things are breakable with the hammer than anything else. But that doesn't mean I uncover anything by busting that stuff up. See, nothing under them. There's lots of items around. This is how this game gets drawn out on me. Is a whole lot of this.
Die!
Stopping, finding things, picking everything up, having to go back after every mission and making sure I sell everything. Oh, it's taking me back to that cave I was going through, or going to do.
Allow me to take a look.
We'll need focused magical techniques to find. Can you manage it?
At least I didn't run in and everything be strong enough to just wipe me out to start. It should react to the strength of the veil.
I can sense elven magic somewhere nearby. Strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Mahalani, Maglandeva, Vi Enasali.
Aye. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
Learned a long time back. One of the caves made me use someone else. Hey, not everything shows up right away. Using my mage or chantry guy, whatever Solace is, for that. I know it's forcing me to go through this a second time, but it ends up giving me a schematic for the runes. that you're able to see just because of that green light. And so far I've only found like one in each of these dungeons that have let this, we'll call it Fey light. Alright, next spot. I know I don't have to kill all this stuff, but it's a small reason that I'm doing it. Furs.
One down.
Leathers. Those are potions. Every one of these elf fruits is a potion. I got like 100 of them. It doesn't really matter, so I don't necessarily pick all of them. But you never know when you might need 100 of them versus not having any. And I've seen some of these things take 5 to 20 extra items.
Given recent troubles, but I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Okay, you had supplies.
So, as a seeker, you're the highest ranked person in the Inquisition, but you're not in charge.
Liliana's rank equals my own, insofar as our rank means anything outside the Chantry.
But you want to get it done, right?
I declared the Inquisition, but I don't know that I'm best suited to command it. Perhaps you're interested in the position, since you seem so interested.
Oh, no you don't. Leave. Be out of that.
Says there's something right there in that big bush or whatever. So whatever I'm after might be up here. See nothing. All right. Gonna fast travel again.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. Now we're gonna go east, because to the east there's a combat zone. There's a whole bunch of these blood lotuses in this creek, which I find cool. And it seems like every time you fast travel or reload your game, they're back. So that's even better. Okay, let's go to the quest map. We're going to go to the Templars, see what we can do about helping that out. Yay, leveled up. And I know I was looking for these decorative gems earlier, yesterday or the day before when I was playing. I can't remember what they were for. but I am sure I will figure that out eventually soon. And note again, sidetracked by picking up loot of different sorts. Inside some kind of keep here. Another pistol. I've been lured into a couple of these that were all bad. And here comes that problem of, oh, by the way, you have no bag space. So when you get to this point, you get as much as you can out of it. I would have expected it to let me drop a staff right there or something. Alright. So I'm sitting at this spot way over here, and I have to fast travel my way back to the crossroads. Re-equip everybody as best as I can, and sell all my items. So it'll be the last thing I do for this round. So, first things first, I gained levels. Inventory, weapons. lose some, but gain some. Alright. Alright, everybody's got all their stuff. fast travel and see if I can take out the Templars from here. Got a couple of minutes left, and then I'm going to end this stream here. Now watch, it's going to make a liar of me, because remember, I said that this would be brought back. Give me just a couple of moments.
Seeker, you initially believed our Herald of Andraste was involved in the attack on the Conclave, yes?
I did. The ev- seemed damning, given the lack of an alternative.
Yet you changed your mind.
You also heard the voices at the temple. Is it so surprising I listened to them?
Sadly, yes. Too few invested with authority possess the courage to alter their course. They fear the appearance of weakness.
The truth is more important than my reputation. And anyone wishing to accuse me of weakness is welcome to try.
Okay, so it looks like fast travel isn't all that to be able to bring this back. I just saved the game. I just got informed that my appointment that I need to get off of here for is happening in just a couple of minutes here. So I'm going to finish this combat real fast, and then as soon as I am done with this, I'm going to go ahead and resave, and I'm going to end the stream here. And I know later I'm going to be on with some Monster Hunter World again. I haven't streamed. What that was, but wow. I'm going to try and get a couple other streams in today. I just know it's been a busy day. I have a lot of stuff I need to still do other than play games. Unfortunately, I wish I could just play games all day. I hate having to turn game off, but alright, so I've already done this one. That's probably my claim right here, or not. Guess there's another spot outside of this that I haven't made it to. Really got to turn this off instead of keeping on playing. Alright. See, even gathering stops me from saving and quitting. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. Unfortunately, I gotta turn it off. So, until next stream, enjoy and game on.